Through the Effective Living one-on-one coaching program, you receive customized strategies and techniques to help you move from where you currently are to where you see yourself. You will work with world-renowned life coach, Ricardo Miller, who has more than 2 decades helping people maximize their purpose. Show us your target and we'll help you hit it. Visit www.ricardomiller.com to enroll.
Everything's changing. You heard me correctly. Everything's changing. The unfortunate thing is, a lot of us are not accepting the fact that everything's changing. If everything's changing, then why aren't you changing? Let me say it again. If everything's changing, then why aren't you changing? You've got to start looking at yourself and say, hey, listen, innovation is real. Change is inevitable. I too have to change. Okay? Now, there are a lot of people who are fighting change. Okay? They are fighting change because of insecurity. They're fighting change because of guilt. They're fighting change because of the unknown. They're fighting change because of fear of failure. I wrote down a few things. They're fighting change because overprotective parents have caused them to live a way where they just can't embrace the fact that something is changing or has changed or is about to change. There are a lot of people who are just oversensitive. They can't deal with change. Here's what I want you to know today. Change is inevitable, okay? Everyone experiences fear of change to some degree. Change, even positive change, can cause some level of stress. You got to get to the point where you understand change is inevitable. Everything is changing, and I need to be okay with changing as well. I'm going to change because of my age. I'm going to change because of my experience. I'm going to change because of my job is evolving. I'm going to change. Be prepared to change if you're going to live an incredible life. Those who are fighting change are setting themselves up for more frustration. Those who are unwilling to make the necessary adjustment that changes demands will find themselves having miserable days. I mean, more than they need to have in their lives. I'm here to tell you, staying the same is not an option. For those of you who are wanting to live life effectively, staying the same is not an option. Maybe you need help. Maybe you need someone to help you grab a hold of how to change. Over the years, I've had to make a number of adjustments to my life in regards to embracing the changes necessary for being a guy who's going to survive 30 years in frontline service to humanity. I've been doing what I've been doing now for more than 26 years. I'm going into 30 years strong. I'm 46 years old, and I'm accepting the fact that change is inevitable. I'm accepting the fact that everything's changing, and I too must embrace the fact that I have to change in order to stay current, relevant, and to capitalize on the opportunities that's going to present themselves to me. For those of you that are fighting change, you need to come and be a part of our upcoming event. This event is a game changer because it's going to help you to learn how to reinvent yourself. You got to know that a new season demands a new you. You can't keep doing the same thing and expecting a different result. This is a webinar for the serious person who wants to continue to be relevant, the serious person who wants to continue to provide a level of service to humanity that doesn't come across like outdated. Okay? You will be amazed how much longer you can survive and thrive in something that you once were good at if you're just willing to change. Staying the same is not an option. You got to be willing to change. Tell yourself, I'm not going to fight change. I'm going to embrace change. I'm going to get the help necessary to win as an evolving person because everything's changing. Why am I not changing? You need to ask yourself that. Why am I not making the necessary adjustments to make sure that I can still be a person in demand 5, 10, 20 years from now? continuing to evolve because my presence is an indication that God still has a plan for me. Why not embrace the change and be that seasonal voice that moves from one season to the next season to the next season, still progressively moving forward and making a difference in the world? I'm Coach Ricardo Miller, letting you know staying the same is not an option. Be prepared to embrace the change. Day by day, in every way, you need to be getting better. Join the movement. Go to my website, ricardomiller.com, to learn more. Get my book or go ahead and register for the webinar. You won't regret it.